Cancer. How are you? Yay! Bringing you a general reading for the collective of Cancer, Sun, and Rising. Not a date or time specific reading. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, if the title resonates, if the storyline is accurate, then it's your message at that time. We're all on different timelines, so please keep that in mind. And just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. You could be here as a cross-watcher, that's fine. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us by subscribing. And for those who are returning, many, many thanks for your continued support. You can check out the channel memberships. It's a nice little way to sponsor the channel. There's a link in the description box that will take you there to learn more about the 2 channel membership levels. Very, very reasonable. A lot of bang for your buck. There are a lot of readings already in the pipeline, and whenever you join, you get access to everything. So just wanted to let you know that. And as always, I appreciate it that if you appreciate it, you like the video, share the video, and as always, don't forget to click subscribe. All right, I'm pulling 1 card from Shaman's Dream for our beautiful Cancerians watching Cancer, Sun, or Rising. What message wants to come through for you? I love this. Perfect. Card 41, Moon Maiden. And that's exactly what you are, Cancer. New beginnings. Card 41, Moon Maiden. New beginnings. So this is the first time. This is a newer deck for me. It just came out. So, you know, obviously new ideas, new beginnings. For the morning musing, the people in the membership, your morning oracle was also about new ideas and invention and creation. So there's a theme here. But I will read this for you here. Just such a beautiful, beautiful card. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it is time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself. And she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have a radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. So like your ruling planet shows up for you here, Cancer, in a big way. What a lovely message. I feel like there's a title to this reading in there somewhere. I know it, you know. Be true to your soul's calling, that's for sure. This is the line that got me. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in either a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. So in other words, be free to spread your light, beautiful Cancerians, my lovely crabs. Don't let anybody claim it, possess it. What's the other word I'm looking for? You know, co-opt it. You are the light. No one owns your light, okay? All right, beautiful message. That made me very happy to see that come through for you, especially for you, of all the signs, since the moon is your planet. All right, let's see what's coming through for your connection. Okay. So remember, you can always reverse the energies as needed, even though I talk about this side of the reading as divine masculine. For you, it could be the feminine. So don't get too stuck, hung up on the labels. As I talk through it, just find the side of the spread that really resonates with you, and then the other side is that of your divine counterpart. Okay? That's how it works. I'm very much drawn to this part of the reading here, the part that my intention is around divine feminine energy, because I've got 4 major arcana. And this is like a big whopper. The major arcana represent big life changes, like, shifts, especially because I'm looking at a tower moment in the past, and the present experience of this connection is all about strength, that perseverance, kind of really trying to gather up your strength and courage to know you can overcome the obstacles or the challenges here. And in the future, closing out a cycle, possibly a new beginning. The world kind of comes full circle. Right now, the feminine is in the energy of the Hanged Man. So that's about sort of pulling back, waiting for enlightenment. It is, by choice, a delay of instant gratification, right? So it's not about action taking. It's actually about waiting for the, for the downloads to kind of drop in, for the enlightenment, looking at the situation from that 30,000 foot view to be sure that you've looked at things from all angles, that you're not missing something. So that's the energy of the Hanged Man. It does represent a delay. So I kind of feel like there's a delay for this feminine, as the feminine is working to kind of gather up their confidence after something that feels like it was kind of an unexpected turn of events that could have been maybe a little dramatic. Masculine showing up in the energy of the 8 of Wands, all about communication with who? Past life soulmate. So right now, this is their present experience of the connection. They're all about nostalgia, thinking of the past, the good memories with this divine counterpart, because this is a card of past life soulmates. In the past here, we have the Justice card. So could be that there might have been a legal situation that this masculine was dealing with, but the Justice card is mainly about finding a sense of fairness and balance within the connection. Libra is also about harmony and integration, taking all the lessons learned and sort of pulling it all together. In the future, the moon. Okay, so I'm seeing the moon twice here, representing in this position maybe some kind of apprehension, feeling a little apprehensive, a little nervous, a little, especially if this communication with the past life soulmate is about something that may have been pretty devastating, right? Because that Justice card, Justice in the tarot does not wear a blindfold. She sees all. And so she's not easily fooled, and she makes pretty severe judgments, right? Calls it as she sees it. Boom, down comes that sword of truth, and the scales of justice return to balance, return to center. So it could be that there was some finality here, some decision that was finalized. Ooh, I'll check it out. The 8 of Wands, please. Wanting to talk about the conflict. There may be some others that are in the mix here, or one other, could be a karmic partner. I bring that up because I've seen some evidence in your readings, Cancer. And the 5 of Wands is usually, again, chaos, conflict, something that's not in harmony. And I can't even believe these cards are coming out. It's like almost identical to the morning spread. So the 9 of Swords is this, the masculine kind of can't think about anything else. They're anxious, they're worried, they really want to talk about it. It's sort of keeping them up at nights, whatever this 5 of there's your card, Cancer, wanting to move forward or wanting to move forward with the feminine. I don't know if you're here as a Cancerian masculine or a feminine, so I kind of leave it up to you to determine, but that Chariot coming through is about moving forward and being victorious. So I feel like they really want to communicate. Let's look at the Justice in the past. Right, there's some definite sabotage, possibly game playing here. Oof. I kind of feel like there's someone else in the way. The way it's coming out right now, because this twin flame card and the past life soulmate. So I'm seeing a masculine who wants to communicate about this Five of Wands, and now I get the Five of Swords, which is sabotagey, you know, and it's cruel. There's some cruelty here, but the Justice card has made their determination, right? That ain't cool. We're not going to fly with that. So I'm feeling as if a masculine in the past was interested in returning a sense of stability, balance, harmony in the connection, fairness, because that Five of Swords represents an unfair fight. It may be that there are other people, friends, or maybe an ex or somebody who isn't getting the memo that this is between the two of you and they shouldn't be a party to it. I don't know, but it's kind of driving the masculine up a wall. They can't think of much else. They really want to get beyond it. Ooh. Got something in my eye. Ace of Swords right now. They're seeing things clearly, having an aha moment. Nine of Pentacles about a single person that I assume is this feminine. I could be wrong. Justice. Yes. Okay. So I'm getting the Justice card again. Someone may be becoming single. That's possible, especially if there is separation or divorce as part of this storyline. For some of you, that might be the case. But I'm feeling as if whoever this Nine of Pentacles represents, which I'm feeling more strong about the Divine Feminine, this masculine is really seeing the connection very clearly and wanting to restore the fairness and the balance in the connection. That's come out twice now. And we see that as a result of the two fives. Fives are about imbalance. They're about change. Things, you know, as you grow and you learn, you kind of get thrown off your, you know, out of your comfort zone. So the fives in the tarot definitely represent periods of change, discomfort, things not being kosher or cool or balanced in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like the masculine is starting to see that and wanting to return that sense of balance. They're going to work through their fears because they really want to take the leap in the future. Love that we get the transformation card. So here's what I'm seeing. Absolutely in the future, it's going to scare the bejesus out of them. But, you know, it's about focusing on, like, they want a creative solution to the problems that you've had here. And they want to take a leap of faith into a new path. I feel like that's their worry. And I'm saying a new path because of the transformation card. So underneath, I'm seeing that evidence of a change is in the air. This is coming from underneath. So it's not conscious awareness. It's more rumbling around in the psyche. So I'm feeling like this masculine is thinking, yeah, things have to be different now. And the old patterns and the old ways of being in connection with my divine feminine have to change. So that's what I'm seeing. That's why they're going to be nervous and feeling a little insecure and apprehensive, but they're going to work on it. Eight of Pentacles. So whatever's out of balance here, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, the Justice card comes out twice to suggest that the masculine sees the need. Ace of Swords, the clarity around a need to restore some fairness and balance. I know that because whatever it is, it certainly blew up the feminine's world. That powerful powerful Hierophant on top of, now look at this. This is all major arcana. See what I'm saying? So this feminine is really possibly questioning beliefs around something, very possibly. But if not, really kind of pulling back, staying true to themselves, the Hierophant, a pledge to your higher self, to who you are at your core, what you believe, not just what you believe religiously or spiritually, but what do you believe around commitment? This is a card of commitment. So it can be speaking to marriage. It can be speaking to committed conventional relationship. And I have a feeling that this feminine's pulled way back to kind of examine how everybody's looking at the situation while still maintaining a sense of self and who they are and what they believe. Could be questioning some of their beliefs. Maybe not. 9 of Cups. Really looking for commitment. That would be like a wish fulfilled. And give them the opportunity to offload all that negative karma, the heavy, heavy weight that's been weighing on this feminine shoulders. I kind of feel like this feminine just wants to kind of be chill. That 9 of Cups, you know, content with the way things are. And ready to have the weight of the world off their shoulders. Not even kidding. For those who are the members, you know, this is what, you know, what we were dealing with in the morning musing. So the Tower and the Devil, when they come out together, I've got 2 interpretations. So one is not safe for work. So you might want to turn down the volume, but, you know, it's kind of like mind-blowing sex. Got it? Yeah, definitely NSF. So we have that as an interpretation. The other interpretation is that this toxic energy, something very karmic in nature, continue, you know, like perpetuated a cycle. I'm feeling that's more the interpretation, but for some of you, you'll get a kick out of the other. Because there's a cycle, there's something that's got its grip on the connection, or at least one of you, and it won't let go, and that's what caused the Tower. So we've got this karmic energy. I'm seeing interference here in the anxiety, the masculine. I just want to move forward. I just want to get past it. I know things have to change on some level. Feminine kind of examining their belief systems, trying to stay true to who they are, wanting to offload all this negative karma. And then I've got so we got more Leo energy of the Strength card. I feel as if this is a feminine who's really trying very hard not to stay in a connection because the sex is good. Right? I mean, I just got to call what I see. If it doesn't speak to you, then it's not your reading, so don't shoot the messenger. But somebody needs to hear this. Somebody is holding on and trying to persevere and trying to kind of gather up their courage to continue in this connection because there's good chemistry. But it's toxic, and it's been a real burden. Oh my goodness. Too early in the day for this. This should be a tarot after dark reading. Because if it was, I'd go off on this whole spread right now. Maybe I should do that. Start offering tarot after dark. See, the feminine thinks this is it. This is my person. This is my person. I just have to hang on. I just have to be strong. I have to be strong. I have to trust that they'll commit. I'm going to delay my instant gratification. I'm not going to make any sudden moves. My wish fulfilled is that we can get through this and I can, you know, release this burden. I mean, it's dramatic. There's a lot of drama here. And I'm feeling as if this feminine really thinks this person is the person because the chemistry is good. But everything else is real toxic and full of difficult, challenging energy. In the morning musing, for those who are members, I even questioned, is there a false twin in this scenario? It's a fair question. Yeah, Feminine's just completely confused and overwhelmed on an emotional level. Lots of regrets, feeling something's been lost to them, especially because of the Tower. So even though it's underneath and it's not something that this feminine is focused on, it's kind of bubbling up under the surface. It's like just right, like if I scratch you, you're going to bleed the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is really just, it's looking at what went wrong. It's focusing on the past, the spilt cups of wine here. The sadness, the grief, something being lost to a mistake of the past, a regret that you might have, dear feminine. And that's what's causing all the emotional overwhelm. You really think this is your person. Whew. And I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying it's a fair question. All right. Yes. Yes. So underneath, I'll start with this. I feel in the future the feminine's has a decision to make. That was part of what came out in the morning with regard to this past life soulmate. This could be someone, Cancer, that you've known since childhood. You both have the Six of Cups card. You could know each other for a long time. You could know each other, depending on your age, for decades. So I'm feeling as if there's this moment where the feminine in the future knows I gotta find the clarity. I have an important decision to make, because what I'm seeing here, Page of Wands versus King of Cups. Okay? Endings and new beginnings. Learning lessons, closing out cycles so the new cycle can begin. And I think that the question here is, am I dealing with a player or someone who can offer me the emotional connection? Okay. So I'm really feeling like that's where the decision will kind of come in the future. Page of Wands versus King of Cups. Yes, love and passion, but one is a page and one is a king. And the page is kind of impulsive and wants what it wants when it wants it. Yeah, it's passionate, but it's kind of like, friends with benefits energy, if you ask me. Doesn't take itself seriously, therefore it's not going to take you seriously, feminine. And the King of Cups does have something to offer emotionally, although often has difficulty expressing it. So I feel that Two of Swords moment for the feminine in the future is going to be about, like, I've got to get really clear on what I'm dealing with here. That's why the Hanged Man is out. So I'm really happy to see that, because it suggests some emotional and spiritual maturity, right? Knowing who you are and trying to stay true to who you are, feminine, while you figure it all out on the inside. Like, no one can help you with that. No one can give you the clarity that you need. But maybe I can help you focus on the next thing to do. So that's what I'm going to do in the extended. The link is below. I'm going to look at what should you focus on now. What are the blocks and challenges around that issue that you need to focus on? What can you do about those blocks and challenges, or what can you expect to come of the whole situation? I'll clarify all that. I'll get a message from this masculine to the feminine and vice versa. Let's see what you're trying to say to each other at 5D. One card for the Cancerians watching from your higher self, Spirit of the Universe. We'll let your spiritual team weigh in on this reading. And then what might you expect going forward? What could be on the path for you going forward? So we'll take a look at all that. The link's below. I'll meet you there in a second. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you on a future reading, Cancer. Take care.